Okay, so the first thing you do is you take the independent clause and write one word per box on the second line coming down, and then you're going to label above it, like Elijah is doing. In class, she said that also if you don't have time or just to simplify it a little bit, you can do just the main verbs from, or the main parts, main verb and noun from your independent clause, or you can do the entire independent clause. I'm going to have Elijah do it this way just so you can see. Now, you go to the first one, or let's see, Elijah, let's do serve first. So since we know that it's a verb transitive, the first thing you're going to do is come over here to where it says verb, and he knows, I have him block out the whole square for it. You don't have to do literally this part that he's doing right now, which is just squaring it, but it just helps for me to see that he needs to answer all of these questions that are listed here. So it's going to ask what type, intransitive, transitive, linking, helping. He knows it's a transitive already. And then it's going to ask the tense, present, past, or future. I like to open up his chart that goes with whichever box he's working in so he can kind of review as he goes. And instead of having him write the whole word, I let him do just, F for future, PR or PA for present and past. Okay, so now we're going to look at the form. What are your options, Elijah?
Simple, perfect progressive, perfect progressive.
Okay, so simple, perfect, and progressive, or perfect progressive. Okay, so we have to serve, right? So we have serve. So which one is this going to be? You already said you said it's in future tense?
Yes. Because he's going to be serving us in the future. He's asking, will you serve us in the future?
Okay.
That is not currently happening. He's not serving them currently.
Because, so on the example they give, they have shall, which is the helping verb. And then here we have the helping verb will. So that's showing that it's happening in the future. That's how we got to the future tense. And then now you have to decide, Elijah, if it is,
Simple,
which one of these is it?
Perfect, progressive.
Yeah. So which one?
Wait.
So would it be I will serve, I will have served, I will be serving, I shall have been serving?
I shall be serving. Progressive.
Well, is it serve or serving?
Sure. Wait, serve. So
It's just serve, right?
So it should be one of these two. So it should be
So it
simple.
should be one of these two. Yes, it's simple. I will serve. The helping verb for the verb transitive here, it will be I will serve.
Number, singular, or plural?
If you also had a form of to be or to have in there, then you know it would be the perfect because it has to have in it. And if it has to be in it, then it would be the progressive. So every time we're going through his chart, we're kind of reviewing this over on the side. It's actually really helping because now we're starting to get used to, the helping verb is replacing the example where it gives shall. Okay, well, we had the helping verb will. So then he's going to do person, first, second, or third person. Who is serving? Is it first person I'm serving?
Like right here,
You're
Mom.
serving, or he, she, or it is serving?
So here's second, you, right?
Okay. Okay, so this one, because we're talking to someone saying, will your friend serve? But we're talking to someone about a third person.
No, third.
Yeah. So that one is a little bit confusing because you'll always see, if you're talking to someone, actually that's usually when the you is in the parentheses in the front. And what is that called?
What?
Remember when the implied you?
Implied you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that.
So the implied you will show it's in second person, right? Or if we have the NDA, that will show that it's in second person. Even though we have the word your, which gives the appearance of that second person, we know that it's really third person because we're talking to someone about somebody else, and that's always the way that third person would be. Okay, and then he went over his mood, indicative, imperative, or subjunctive. And which one did you say?
I said indicative. I see.
Because it what?
Because it makes a statement or asks a question.
Good, it makes a statement or asks a question.
And this is asking a question.
Okay, so this is the form that you go through. So that's everything you do for verb. So now he can look at this, his subject noun, which is what word, Elijah?
Friend.
What word? Friend, good. And so he's gonna square off his noun. And now he's gonna answer if it's singular or plural, if it's a common or proper, or if it's a concrete, abstract, collective, or compound. Okay, so which one? Is it singular or plural, friend?
Huh?
Is it singular or plural?
It's a singular friend.
Yes, singular. Okay. Is it a common or proper noun?
It's common.
Common noun, good.
Is it concrete, abstract, collective, or compound?
Okay, so he looked over right away because he knew he needed his chart. So these are the ones that we're not quite familiar with yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I flipped it over for him, and he can, again, he's gonna look at all of his definitions for it, so that way he can kind of work through it each time. So what's a concrete?
What? Concrete can be experienced with the 5 senses.
Okay, can a friend be experienced?
Yes.
Yes. So it's going to be a concrete, right? Abstract would be like freedom or...
They're common.
Okay. And then the other one there, even though it's on the same line, it can be collective or compound, which it's neither of those because it's singular friend. But you could have singular if it said the team. The team would still be singular. It's just talking about one team, right? But it would be a collective noun because it's a group composed of members. Okay? So you're just going to work through all of these. Now he's going to do his adjective. He's going to do his helping verb, which is still, again, it's just under the verb, the same box. He'll square off the same box. But now when it asks for intransitive, transitive, linking, or helping, he's going to put helping or just an H. And we work through the whole thing like this. I hope this helps.